Frenchman, known for mocking government denied entry in Thailand, Bangkok. A French national who is known for mocking the Thai government was denied re-entry to Thailand on Saturday for being a danger to society, his lawyer said on Saturday. Yan Marshall, who has lived in Thailand for 20 years, arrived in Thailand on Saturday morning, but immigration handed him a notice barring him entry, citing behavior that was a danger to society. Not Tassiri Bergman told Reuters. The notice did not give further details. A government spokesman did not respond to a Reuters request for comment. In Marshall's TikTok account, which has over 560,000 followers, he speaks Thai and satirizes the government. In some videos, he wears a shirt with writing that calls for the abolition of the royal insult law, which is the lèse majesté, and reform of the monarchy. Thailand has strict laws against insulting the monarchy, which carry a potential prison term of up to 15 years. Thai conservatives consider the monarchy sacrosanct and view insults to King Maha Vajiralongkorn and the monarchy as a threat to society. Youth-led anti-government protests, which started last year, have challenged the decades-old taboos against any criticism of the king. Okay, so, there's an old saying, when in Rome, do like the Romans do, that kind of stuff. So, if you're in Thailand, you don't even get involved in stuff like that, even if you have an opinion. Now, he lived in Thailand for 20 years. He should know better. See, it's one thing if you're there and, you're doing this kind of stuff, you're mocking, and you're in the country, okay, they leave you alone. But once you set foot out, leave the country trying to get back, that's when they get you. So now he had, 560,000 followers on TikTok. And I guess the reason they're following him is because, he lived in Thailand, speaks Thai, and so he developed a following that'll be interested in that. Now, once he's deported, I don't know where he's going to live. Maybe Cambodia? Yeah, Cambodia or Laos, they were occupied by the French. Vietnam. He can do that. He can go there or back to France. And producing videos from France may not have the same effect as producing videos from Thailand. So good luck. And keeping that 560, which is a little over 500,000 followers. I don't know, some people. We all know that you can't mock. I mean, it's one thing to call for change, but the Thai people have to be upfront about that. You as a foreigner, it's like you have to really mind your own business, because once you get involved in calling for change, they see that as a threat. So, and they don't have to give an explanation. See, they can refuse you entry, deny entry, and there's no explanation given. And they notice citing barring him, citing behavior that was a danger. Yeah, right, a danger to society. The notice did not give further details. So, that's a warning right there. If you really enjoy being in Thailand and you don't want to be kicked out, just don't get involved. There are lots of stuff you can you can vlog about in Thailand. Lots of stuff. Then getting about in the government, you know. You could probably even criticize the government for its the way they handled COVID. You know, that'll be fair criticism. You know, and the high unemployment rate right now. There are people going hungry in Thailand. People lost lots of jobs. Those are issues you can deal with. You can deal with that kind of stuff. They're not going to kick you off of that because you have a point. It's fair criticism, and a lot of Thai people would agree too. You know, people going hungry, people getting handouts, food handouts, instead of having a job, because the government didn't come up with the right amount of vaccines to stem the tide of the COVID outbreak. So, and then also the government been trying to open up. It keeps changing different. They come up with these different rules and so forth. That's another fair criticism. You know, one day you have to do like 14-day quarantine. Another changes to this. Another is this. Another you have to be vaccinated. Another you need some kind of like Thai pass, something like that. You come in the country, but before you come in, you have to do the test. I think either the antigen test or the PCR test. Then when you come in, you have to arrange for a particular hotel and a limousine that will take you directly from the airport to the hotel. You can't go anywhere else. No diversion. You can't say, "Oh, let me stop off at Siam Mall. Let me stop off there, or Paragon from the airport. Let me stop there, pick up a few things. Let me stop at 7-Eleven before I go." No. You have to go directly to the hotel. So all this is a bunch of stuff that's very aggravating, and people, it's fair criticism. And that's what this guy should have been writing about, instead of getting involved about the less just laws. Because some Thai people don't want to get rid of it, and especially the government, regardless of party, because that's the way they can go against their political enemies, by using the less just. The old king who died, from what I recall, he said the people should be able to choose whether they want to get rid of that or not. You know? Yeah, that's what he said. Because to him, I guess it really didn't really make any sense. But the people in power are the ones who push this less just laws. And with that, you can lock up your political enemies. That's like they're doing, you see, like they do in Cambodia, or in Nicaragua, or even like in Belarus. And that's the whole point behind it.